Hello guys, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. This is Anwar from talkarabictoday.com, and today we are going to answer one of the most popular questions among Arabic students, which is which Arabic dialect you should learn. Before we get to the bottom of it, let's first define what is an Arabic dialect. An Arabic dialect is a language used by the locals in their daily conversations. So they use dialect when they express themselves on the street, with their friends, on work, at home. This is what we call a dialect. And it is different from MSI or العربية الفصحى. By the way, MSI stands for Modern Standard Arabic. It is the same as العربية الفصحى. The difference between MSI and a dialect is used only, as we said, by speaking. And MSI or العربية الفصحى is used everywhere. You will find it in newspapers, books, TV shows. You will find it in Al-Quran Al-Karim, in mosques. When an imam say his speech, he uses MSI, not a dialect, okay? And the dialect, it doesn't have grammar rules, unlike MSI, which has a lot of grammar rules. A dialect has nothing, only words spoken by the locals in their daily conversations. Now, how many dialects are there? Basically, each country has its own dialect, and sometimes within a single country you can find multiple dialects. So I cannot tell you the exact number of the Arabic dialect that exists. However, I can divide the Arabic dialect into four major groups. The first one is the Maghribi dialect, or al-Lahja al-Maghribiya, used by countries like Tunisia, Morocco, Algeria, Libya, okay? And the second dialect is the Egyptian dialect, or al-Lahja al-Misriya, used mainly by Egypt. The third dialect is al-Lahja al-Khalijiya, or the Gulf dialect, used by countries like Saudi Arabia, Al-Imarat, Qatar. And lastly is the Levantine dialect, or al-Lahja al-Shamiya, used by countries like Palestine, Lebanon, Syria, etc. Now, each of these dialects has its differences. Some dialects are similar to MSI, and some are completely different, like the Maghribi dialect. Let's see some examples. For example, we have the word sayyara. In MSI, sayyara means the car or a car. In Tunisia, we say karhaba, okay? In Egypt, we say arabiya. In Algeria, we say tonobil. In Saudi Arabia and Syria, we say sayyara, like MSI. Another example would be the phrase ana uhibbuk, I love you. So how would we say I love you in different dialects? In Morocco, we say kanabrik, okay? In Qatar, we say ahibbik. In Syria, we say bahibbak. And in Egypt, we say bahibbik. Notice, as we said before, that some of the words and phrases are similar to MSI, and others are completely different, especially in the Maghreb region. That's why a local from Egypt or from Syria is very difficult for him to understand someone from Algeria, Tunisia, or Morocco. Now we come to our main question: which dialect you should learn? Well, it all comes down to your goal. So if your goal is to go to Egypt and marry the girl of your dream, learning Egyptian would be the best option for you. But if you want to take my advice, I would tell you to go with MSI or Al-Arabiyya Al-Fusha. And this is for the following reasons. One, it is easy to understand. Wherever country you are planning to land on, every local, at least the one who attended schools, will be able to understand MSI or Modern Standard Arabic. Even though it is difficult for them to reply to you using MSI, but still they will do their best to communicate with you nonetheless. 2, it is easy to learn. You will find tons of materials, courses, schools, even our website talkarabictoday.com, we teach only MSI. So it will be very easy for you to learn Arabic by directing yourself into MSI. 3, you will be rewarded. You will be amazed by the amount of happiness and joy and excitement drawn into the locals' face when you speak MSI. You will be respected when you speak to them MSI. And this is because mainly it is the language of Islam and the language of Al-Quran Al-Karim. And every Arab respects Al-Quran Al-Karim and its language. And this brings me to point number 4. MSI is the language of Al-Quran Al-Karim. So if you want to learn or read Al-Quran Al-Karim, then you have to master MSI. And also not only Al-Quran Al-Karim, if you want to improve your knowledge to Islam, and the religion books are all written using MSI. The 5th point, even if you master العربية الفصحى and you feel like you want to learn a different dialect, no problem. It will be super easy for you to do that because you have all these words and phrases as a background to shift to any dialect you want. If it were up to me, I would erase all the dialects that exist in the Arabic world and keep only MSI. But unfortunately, it is not the case. Like, share and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done that already. And don't forget to turn on that notification button to get our future lessons the second I upload them. I also encourage you to visit our website talkarabictoday.com and get our premium courses to help you improve your Arabic quickly and effortlessly. Thanks for watching and I will see you in the next video. إلى اللقاء.